Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good.
You're good. So, did you have your breakfast?
Yes.
Yes. So, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
I'm have some bread,
Bread
sausage,
and
and egg.
wow, egg. Wow, those sounds delicious. Egg and sausage. Okay. So, what did you do yesterday? What did you do? Yeah, yesterday, Saturday.
Study football.
Football. Okay. All right. So thanks, Peter. We will now officially start with our lesson, but before any of that, we will review first. Okay?
Yes.
See if you can still remember those words that you have pronounced yesterday, starting with this one.
Symmetrical.
Sima, meh.
Symmetrical.
Very good. Next.
Equilateral.
Okay. Better. Next.
Identical.
Very good.
In, infinite.
Infinite. Awesome. Next.
Reproduce.
Reproduce and
Repetition.
repetition.
Extend.
Extend.
Interlocking.
Interlocking.
Dimensions.
Dimensions. Very good. Next.
Structure.
Structure.
Internal.
Internal.
Arrangement.
Very good.
Aesthetic. Aesthetic.
Ace.
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic. Very good. Okay, now let's read sentences 1 up to 13.
Okay.
Okay?
The wings of a butterfly are symmetrical. They both have the same shape. This triangle is equilateral. All of its sides are the same length. Nick and Nate are identical twins. It's almost impossible to tell them apart.
Apart.
The universe is infinite. It goes on and on forever. Please use the copier to reproduce this letter. Machines use repetition to do the same things again and again. I extended the ladder to make it longer. This puzzle has 5,000 interlocking pieces. We measure the room dimensions to find out its size. Building a structure like a skyscraper takes careful planning. To see the internal parts of a watch, you have to open it. Do you like the arrangement of this room? Or should I move the table? This painting has aesthetic appeal. I like the way it looks.
Okay, very good. So you were able to pronounce the words
Yeah.
correctly. Good job. Now let's go with activity C. We're done with B. You were able to answer them yesterday. Let's now go with
Yes.
C. Yeah? Okay, go. Please read.
Repetition is used to arrangement something over and over again.
Are you sure? Is used to arrangement? That sounds redundant or that sounds wrong. What do you think?
Mm, reproduce.
Reproduce is used to reproduce something over and over again. Okay, let's type that. What about number two?
The angles of an equilateral triangle are all the same.
Equilateral, triangle are all the same. Very good. Number three.
The pattern was made up of structure, interlocking shapes.
Interlocking. Very good. Number four.
What is that? What is that structure on the hill?
Structure. Good. Structure on the hill. Number five.
It's a beautiful arrangement of flowers on your desk.
Very good. There you go. These are all correct answers. Now I want you to read sentences 1 up to 5.
Yes. Repetition is used to reproduce something over and over again. The angles of an equilateral triangle are all the same. The pattern was made up of interlocking shapes. What is that structure on the hill? It looks like some kind of building. That's a beautiful arrangement of flowers on your desk.
Very good. Thanks, Peter. Now, before you read, I'd like you to answer this question. Where can you see symmetry in nature?
Um, Cars,
Cars. Let's talk about nature. Say something that you can see in the forest.
butterfly,
Butterfly. Very good. What
uh,
else?
elephants,
Elephants. Okay. What do you think are symmetrical in elephants? What are
in their ears.
their ears and their tusk,
Yes.
right? Their tusk. Okay, very good. So next question. Peter, what kind of things do people make that are symmetrical?
Scissors.
Scissors. Very good. Scissors are definitely
Yes.
symmetrical. What else?
Um, Cars,
Cars, probably. What about buildings? What about establishments?
towers.
Okay, towers. Exactly, towers. Very good. All right. So let's have this one. I want you to read this symmetrical life forms and asymmetrical life forms.
Yes. Birds, symmetrical like farms. Bird, elephants, and many other living things are symmetrical. This means that they can be divided into two identical parts.
Very good.
Asymmetrical, asymmetrical life forms. If something doesn't have symmetry, we say it's asymmetrical. Asymmetrical
Sponge.
sponges,
Sponge. Like
sponge,
SpongeBob.
oh,
Sponges.
sponges, flatfish, and other asy- asymmetrical life forms can't be divided into identical parts.
Okay, very good. So just remember when you say symmetrical, they can be divided, this
Into
one, into
yeah,
two identical parts. Asymmetrical can't be divided into
yeah,
two asymmetrical parts.
yeah.
Okay, so let's put them into category. So symmetrical life forms, example is birds.
Birds,
What else?
elephants,
Elephants. Okay, what about asymmetrical? Oh,
um, as, mm, is sponges,
sponge. Yeah,
sponges,
very good.
flat,
Just think, what else?
flatfish, flatfish.
Flatfish. Flatfish. All right, there we go. So that's how you put them into category or how you categorize your idea. All right. Now, let's learn some new words. Please say experiment,
Experiment.
hesitate,
Hesitate. Hesitate. Ap-
hesi.
hesitate. Approximately.
Very good.
Constituent. Constituent.
Very good. Constituent. Constituent.
Yes, constituent.
Very good. Next.
Particle.
Prac.
Practical.
Very good. Another.
Employ.
Employ. Okay. So let's try category or activity F. Name 3 everyday objects that are symmetrical.
Um. uh, vase. Vase.
Vase. Vase? Are vases symmetrical? What else? I'd like you to look into your house. Look inside your house and give me three things
Um, how
that
about the
are symmetrical.
TV?
TV? Yeah, TV symmetrical. It's square or it's
The
rectangle.
fridge. The fridge.
Fridge. Okay, very good. That's also symmetrical. One more.
Um, and the bed.
The bed. Very good. The bed is symmetrical. All right. Good job, Peter. Now, let's have our reading activity. Please read the title.
Summing up symmetry. Beauty that works.
Beauty that works. Very good. So let's now start reading. How do you describe go?
How do you describe the mirror image of butterfly wings? The perfect strip pattern on a zebra's back, or the spiraling petals of a sunflower? How about, oh, what beautiful symmetry! Everybody knows what symmetry is, or at least they think they do. If you ask people around you, and I urge you to try this experiment, the most likely response will, will be
Will be
will be to give some examples. Your face is symmetrical. Cars are symmetrical, especially if they have two side mirrors, and so are many houses, flowers, and animals. If you ask your math teacher, she will probably add the square, the circle, and the equilateral triangle to the list. But if you press on and ask for a general description of symmetry rather than examples of it, most people will hesitate. Let's take a look at symmetry's different forms before we try to define it.
okay, very good. Thank you. So now this morning we will learn about different forms of symmetry, starting from reflectional symmetry. Go.
Yes. The left and right sides of your face are similarly, but
Are
they
similar.
are similar, but they are not exactly the same. However, we can still say that our faces are symmetrical. You can divide a square into identical left and right sides, and there is more than one way to do so. You also can take a circle and
Oh,
it
sorry.
into cut it into two identical halves
Ha halves.
halves in an infinite numbers or of ways. It's easy to check whether two halves of something are the same by positioning a mirror on the object's dividing line. If they are the same, we have reflectional or mirror symmetry. So your face has mirror symmetry, but only approximately.
Very good. So look at this face. So this his face is symmetrical. One
Yes.
side is the same as with the other side. Okay, next.
Rotational symmetry. A pinwheel does not have mirror symmetry, yet it is also symmetrical. Its symmetry it's called rotational symmetry. You can reproduce a pinwheel from one of its four blades by rotating it in your imagination. Both a circle and a snowflake have rotational symmetry as well as mirror symmetry.
Very good. Next.
Translational symmetry. We can create extended patterns by simple repetition. Take a simple triangle, for example, and shift it along an imagined axis.
Imagined.
Imagined
Imagined.
axis. This is called
Axis.
axis. This is called translational symmetry. The repetition in one direction can be extended easily in two directions to create patterns that cover a whole surface of a plan. Wallpapers,
Plain. Plain.
plain, plain.
Mhm.
Wallpaper, decorations, or a tiled floor
Tiled.
show such
Wait,
patterns.
hold on.
The Dutch.
Yeah, let's pronounce this as tiled with D. Tiled. The. Tiled.
Yeah. Tiled. Tiled.
Yes, that's tiled floor.
Tiled floor show such patterns. The Dutch.
The Dutch graphic.
The Dutch graphic artist M.C. Escher is famous for his intriguing patterns of
Intriguing.
intriguing
Sorry,
patterns of interlocking fish, birds, and reptiles.
Rep.
Now let's imagine that the repetition is extended into the third dimensions of
To
space.
third dimension. Okay, continue. Think of
Of a huge office building in which identical offices divide every floor, and every floor is identical with the floor below and above. There are much structure around us than you may think. Here's one that might not come to mind. Tiny table-sawed crystals. Each crystal has such an internal arrangement of these constituent elements, sodium and chloride ions. In fact, so do sugar crystals.
very good. Thank you. Now let's learn about the value of symmetry.
Yes, there is no doubt symmetry, shapes, and structure have an aesthetic appeal for us. We say they have beautiful symmetry, but the repetitious nature of a symmetry makes it both beautiful and practical to scientists. And in nature, in new materials designed from super synthetics used in
Used.
skis for strain and speed, to the huge lightweight lenses that allow telescopes to see deep into space. Scientists mimic the economy and high performance of symmetry in nature. Our tallest buildings and strongest bridges also employ symmetry. So look around you. It's a beautiful, functional, symmetrical world.
Very good. It's a beautiful, functional, symmetrical world. Okay, so first of all, I'd like you to tell me what are the three forms of symmetry. Number one,
Reflectional symmetry,
reflectional symmetry. Number two,
rotational symmetry,
very good. And last,
translational symmetry.
translational symmetry. Okay, so let's do the comprehension. Which types of symmetry can you see around you?
Um,
Your house. What do you see?
Um, bed.
The bed. So
Um,
what's with the beds? What kind of cemetery is it?
pillow.
So
Um,
what form or what
and TV.
TV? Okay. And what's the
Um,
last one? Translational. Okay.
the last one is the fridge.
The fridge. Okay. So, Peter, here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to put this into category. This one, these are the words that you will have to put into category. It may
Yes.
either be reflectional, rotational, or translational. Okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So let's start with circle.
Yes. Circle. I think circle is translation.
Are you
Trans.
sure?
Oh no.
No. Okay. Let's
Rotation.
here.
Rotation.
Let's rotation. Very good. So when you think of a circle here, it means
Yeah.
rotation because it keeps on
Yes.
rotating or going in circles. Okay.
Yes.
Think of it. So circle is under rotational symmetry.
Yes.
Next.
Pinwheel is also a
So what's pinwheel?
rotational symmetry.
Exactly. Pinwheel is rotational symmetry.
Face
One
is
more.
reflectional symmetry.
Face is?
Reflection symmetry.
Yes, it is. That's the first form of symmetry. Next.
Wallpaper. Can you move up? Um,
Still up? Should I go up? This one?
yes. I cannot see the wallpaper.
You can't see the wallpaper. Okay. Hold on. Let me find it for you.
Oh, I see. It's in
Okay.
translational symmetry.
It's in
Translational
translational.
symmetry.
Okay. Very good. Translational it is. So I'll put wallpaper here. Okay. Next.
Swear. Swear is in swear. Oh, swear is in translational symmetry too.
Yes, it is. Just remember if it's edgy, if it's square or rectangle, it is categorized into translational symmetry.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Snowflake is. Can you move up too?
Yep.
Oh, it's in rotational symmetry.
Very good. Rotational symmetry. Snowflake. Okay. Last one, a tile floor.
Is in translational symmetry.
Yes, it is. Tile floor is translational symmetry because it's square.
Yes.
There you go. Good job. All right, so good job in categorizing these words into its proper order. Let's now have an activity of true or false. Read statement number 1, please.
We can say that our faces are symmetrical. It's true.
It's true. Very good.
You can't
Number
use
2.
a mirror to check for symmetry. Is false.
It's false.
All
Number 3.
triangles are symmetrical. Is true.
It's true. Number 4.
A butterfly is an example of translational symmetry. False.
False. So what kind of symmetry is a butterfly?
Um, the wings.
The wings? Yeah. So what kind of symmetry is it?
Fingers look like the reflection.
Think reflectional. Exactly. It's reflectional. It's reflectional symmetry. Okay, number 5.
Symmetry help scientists design new materials. Is true.
It's true. One more.
Symmetry is both beautiful and useful. True.
True. Very good. All right. Good job. So, words in context. Look at the words you circle in the article. Match each word to the sentence. Okay. So we are going to play a matching game. So practical.
Practical. Did he pause?
Okay, before you answer that, Peter, I'd like you to read sentences A up until letter F.
Yes.
Did he?
Did he pause before answering your questions? A test helped the scientist prove his idea. The museum is about 100 years old. You can use a broom to sweep the floor. For a carpenter, a hammer is a very useful tool. The basic parts of water are hydrogen and oxygen.
Very good. Okay. So let me give you an example on how to answer this question. I will try to answer number or letter F.
Yes.
Okay, where insert line. Let's make it black. So letter F, the answer for letter F is constituent.
Constituent.
Why? Because
Like it's basics.
the basic parts of water
Yes.
are hydrogen and oxygen.
Yes.
So when you
Yes.
say basic or the constituent, what composes water are hydrogen and oxygen. So those are its constituent.
Yes.
Those are the elements. Okay, now I want you to answer letter A.
Correct. A. Did he pause before answering the questions? Hesitate.
Hesitate. Very good. It's hesitate. Letter B.
Letter B. A test helped the scientist prove his idea. It's practical.
Are you sure?
Oh, no. It's experiments.
It's experiment. Very good. Letter C.
The museum is about 100 years old. Is approximately.
Approximately. Very good. Letter D.
You can use a broom to sweep the floor. Is employ.
Employ. Exactly. You can employ or you can use. Letter E.
For a carpenter, a hammer is a very useful tool. Is practical.
Practical. Practical means useful. Okay, it's
Yes.
practical to use a hammer if you're a carpenter. Very good. All right, so you were able to answer all our activity. Let's now move forward. Okay, so please read this.
Check out my new music player. Cool. How many songs can it hold? Oh, 1,000. No, millions. You have a music player that holds millions of songs? Awesome. Listen, it's playing my favorite song now. Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. That isn't a music player. It's a phone.
Okay, it's a phone. All right, so let's read the question. Finn thought
Finn thought a real music player helps a million of songs. True.
true. Okay, true. So please read this, learn grammar using or use defining relative clauses. Go.
Use the use defining
Define.
relative
Defining.
defining relative clauses to give important information about the noun in the sentence. For people, use the
Pronouns.
pronouns to talk about objects. Use the pronouns that or which to talk about places. Use the pronouns where.
Very good. So
Scientists
let's
use lenses that allow telescope to see deep into space. Scientists use lenses which allows telescope to see deep into space. This is building where the scientists work.
Okay, very good. So you will use that and which they are of the same use, and you will use where if it's referring to a place, where building,
Yeah.
where the park. Okay, so let's have another activity. Circle the correct answer. Please read number one.
A bottle opener is a tool that opens bottles.
That, very good. Number two.
This is the part where I met my best friend.
Very good. Where? Because park is a
Yeah.
place. Number three.
That's the building where caught on fire.
Okay.
A
Next.
dictionary is a book which lists words alphabetically.
Again, what's your answer? Number four.
Which
Which? Number five.
number five is we went to the store where my uncle works.
Very good. Where my uncle works. Good job. Okay, so make a chart like this one. I would like you to just read this.
Yes, this is the theater where I like to see plays.
Where I like to see place. Okay, so we will have our listening activity. Let me just pull up. Hold on. Express yourself, Google Drive. What page are we on? 2 of 13. Okay, one moment, please. Oh, no, 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 no. Is this Express Yourself? Oxford Discover. One moment, please. It's for kids. We are on 6. And 2. We will listen to 13. Sorry. Should be it. Oh, this one. 13. Let me know if you can hear it.
Page 76.
Did you hear
Yes,
it?
yes, I can hear it.
Yes.
Listen.
Okay.
Page 76. Listening. A. Listen and check.
Uncle George, can I interview you for my school assignment? Our teacher asked us to interview someone about their job.
Sure, Joey. What do you want to know?
Well, you're a carpenter, right? Can you make anything anyone wants?
Sure. I can make just about anything. Tables, chairs, beds, shelves, you name it.
Cool. And what do you make this stuff out of?
All kinds of wood. I use oak, beech, cherry, teak. There are so many types.
Carpentry's difficult, isn't it?
Well, you need to choose the wood carefully, of course. It has to be good quality. But I guess the most important thing is making the furniture symmetrical. Otherwise, it just doesn't work.
Really? What do you mean it doesn't work?
Well, imagine if you had a table that wasn't symmetrical. Things would fall off it, and it would be difficult to eat at it.
Yes, I guess you're right. My salad would slide right off.
And the table wouldn't look right in any case. Nobody wants a table that isn't symmetrical. They really need 4 legs and equal proportions.
I hadn't thought of that. It would look weird. Does it take you long to make a table?
Not really. But of course, I trained as a carpenter for many years, and I've made a lot of furniture. I've been doing this job for 22 years now.
That's a lot of tables and chairs.
It sure is.
Okay, so let's now answer the activity. It's either symmetrical or not symmetrical. Number 1, it has 4 legs.
I think it's symmetrical.
Yes, it is. It's symmetrical. Very good. Number
Things
2,
fall off it is not symmetrical.
not symmetrical. Good job. Number
Difficult
3,
to use is not symmetrical.
not symmetrical still. All right. Number 4,
Has equal proportions. Is symmetrical.
proportions. It's symmetrical. Yes, it is. Number
Does
5,
flag is not symmetrical.
not symmetrical. Excellent. All right. Good job. So, would you like to listen again, or you can answer 1 up to number 4? Let's listen again for the last time.
Page 76. Listening. A. Listen and check.
Hi, Uncle George. Can I interview you for my school assignment? Our teacher asked us to interview someone about their job.
Sure, Joey. What do you want to know?
Well, you're a carpenter, right? Can you make anything anyone wants?
Sure. I can make just about anything. Tables, chairs, beds, shelves, you name it.
Cool. And what do you make this stuff out of?
All kinds of wood. I use oak, beech, cherry, teak. There are so many types.
Carpentry's difficult, isn't it?
Well, you need to choose the wood carefully, of course. It has to be good quality. But I guess the most important thing is making the furniture symmetrical. Otherwise, it just doesn't work.
Really? What do you mean it doesn't work?
Well, imagine if you had a table that wasn't symmetrical. Things would fall off it, and it would be difficult to eat at it.
Yes, I guess you're right. My salad would slide right off.
And the table wouldn't look right in any case. Nobody wants a table that isn't symmetrical. They really need 4 legs and equal proportions.
I hadn't thought of that. It would look weird. Does it take you long to make a table?
Not really. But of course, I trained as a carpenter for many years, and I've made a lot of furniture. I've been doing this job for 22 years now.
That's a lot of tables and chairs.
It sure is.
Okay, let's start.
Number 1 is Joe's uncle is a carpenter.
Is a carpenter. Let's type that. Okay, number 2.
Number 2 is the wood he used had to be a good quality.
Quality. Nice.
And
Next.
the most important thing about making furniture is for it to be
Symmetrical.
symmetrical.
Yes, symmetrical. Very good. Number 4.
Is Uncle George has been a carpenter for 22 years.
22 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
All right, so good. These are all correct answers. So let's now move to speaking. I would like us to use these phrases to ask for clarifications.
Yes.
Please read.
Um, learn
When
asking
you hear,
for clarification.
cla.
Clarification.
Okay, let me help you. Clarification.
Clarification.
Okay, sorry, hold on. Let me just get a notepad and let's do it. Let's make it K. Clarification. Again.
Clarification.
Again.
Clarification.
Very good. Make it faster. Clarification.
Clarification. Clarification. Clarification.
That's better. Okay, asking for.
Clarification. When you hear a word you don't know, ask the person who's speaking to explain or clarify what it means, what kind of word it is. How do you spell it? Could you give me an examples?
Very
Have
good.
your partner use one of these words in a sentence, then ask them for clarification.
Okay, very good. So let's.
Identical, symmetrical, arrangement, interlocking.
Okay, thank you. Let's just stop right there, Peter. So when you say asking for clarification, that's what you do. Teacher, can you please scroll up? Teacher, can you please repeat the word? You ask
Yeah.
for clarification for you to understand it. As
Yes.
easy as that. Okay, now word study. So I want you to read this, the main part of a word.
The main part of a word is called the root. If you understand what root mean, it can help you understand the meaning of the word. In English, the roots of many words come from Latin and ancient Greek.
Very good. So
Latin
Latin
root
root.
meaning Latin root inter trans meaning between across. Example interlocking translate.
Okay. So let me just explain this very quick. So when you say inter, like intercontinental, international,
Yes.
interlocking, it means it's
Yeah.
between. When you say trans, transient, transfer, translate, it's across.
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to answer this 1 up to 8. See if we still have time. Use either inter or trans. Number 1. What do you think is the right Latin root to be used?
Inter.
Interlation? Is there a word such interlation?
No.
No.
Oh, translation.
Translation. Exactly. Translation. Just a minute. Translation. There you go. Number
Number
2.
two is transient.
Transient. Very good. When you say transient, it means it's temporary. Transient people. Yeah.
The next one is transaction.
Are you sure?
Oh, no, no, no. It's intersection.
Intersection. Intersection. Good. All right. Number 4.
It's transport.
Transport. Very good.
Number 5 is intermission.
Intermission.
Number 6 is translate.
Translate. Very good.
Number 7 is interatlantic.
Again,
Interatlantic.
very good. Interatlantic. 8. Last number.
Transfer.
Okay, transfer or transferee.
Transferee.
You should transferee. All right, very good. So, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Um, Peter, you were able to answer everything correctly from 1 up to 8. You've been very good in reading. There was very little mispronounced words, and you were able to answer the activity, most of them correctly. So good job for this day's
Yeah.
activity. All right, give teacher a high five. I'm very happy today.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Peter, I will see you again next Saturday and
Yes.
Sunday to continue with
Okay.
our class.
Yes.
Okay?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Peter. Thank
Yes.
you.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.